Welcome everybody and happy Thursday. My name is Bree. Today we are going to do a 20-minute core challenge workout. I am going to be playing a little bit with our tempos, although it won't follow the specific tempo strength formula we've been doing just because of the nature of the movements. But I do have 8 moves ready to go. We're going to be down on the floor for the majority of this workout, so you can do this with or without shoes. Have a mat if you'd like, and we're going to do a quick little warm up just to heat the body, but also prep the specific muscle groups we are going to be training today. Hello, A. Logan. I have your comments up nice and big. I started my clock 1 minute early to give us a nice slow introduction and ease into this workout, and then we're going to hit the ground running. So with that, go ahead and come into a high plank position, and now we're going to be going between a down dog, so you can drop to your knees, sink back, and I'm watching that clock. We're going to be in each warm-up move for about 1 minute. So you're going to sink back into a child's pose, and then come up to a plank position, then press back to a down dog, and back to a plank. And we're going to go between those two. Come with me. So just really stretching and strengthening, heating up the body. Press those heels down, come back to center, and repeat. So sink back. As you start to get a little bit warmer, you can also skip the knees on your child's pose, and I'll just show you from the side, and you can make it more of a hover and keep opening up through the shoulders, through the chest. Press those heels down. Good, halfway there. Now this is for every single level because I will give you guys options as we go. And as you know, you can always take breaks whenever needed. But a great upgrade to a lot of the core workouts we've already done. We'll have a little bit more challenge in today's workout if you'd like to take it. Good, keep going. Come all the way up. Press those heels back. Good, and let's go ahead and transition now into a spider rotation. So you're gonna step with one leg, sweep with that side arm, come all the way back, all the way front, and then switch. And we'll go to the other side. Sweep all the way back, sweep all the way front, and this is opening up through our hips as well as our upper body. Give me a nice reach. Hi, Joseph. I love that you came in just to let me know because I would wonder. So yes, save this for later. In fact, everybody doing this workout, save it for any time you want to add in a little bit extra core work. Good, keep going, team. I'm just going to make sure that we are keeping the eye on the clock. You got 20 more seconds. And this stretch, by the way, oh my gosh, this is one that I would say do every single morning. Hey, every single time you think about it throughout the day. So great for the body. Hi, Dixie. All right, you guys. 5 more seconds, we're gonna get right into it. So we're gonna start with our leg drops today. Now I have you at a little bit of a different angle so that you can see kind of up and over me as I go through these moves. All right, so come into a supine position, and we're gonna do double leg drops, but starting with alternating. We'll hit both legs as we go into block number 2. So come with me and get set up with your knees in a 90-degree position, core tight, so I want you to make sure that you're not flaring through your rib cage. And one misconception is that you have to smash your low back into the floor. Not true. You do want a tight core, but you don't have to smash it. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and start with leg drops, coming down and up. Now ease into this. Take your time. And I also want to mention that the lower you go, the harder it's going to be. And then on the flip side, if you want to not go as low or keep the knee bent, it's going to make it a little bit easier. Good. Now when we're going to go through each block, there's 4 moves in each block. We're going to go through 2 different sets. So you do get a chance to kind of test it out, and then we'll come back and we'll do it all again. Good. Keep going, guys. And then speed, completely up to you. Just make sure you have a lot of control. Good. 5 more seconds. And then we are going to transition. All right, guys, we're going to go into double V-ups. However, just like with our leg drops, you can start by coming up into a knee position and then drop back. So coming in and out, we're going to begin our 45 seconds right here. So pushing out and bringing it in. Now, this is going to be kind of option 1. Option 2, you can extend those legs a little bit further and come up to straight legs. And then you can make it even harder by bringing those arms overhead and coming in and out. Good. So inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. Now I'm going even tempo in both directions. Keep that chin tucked. So try to avoid, keep going, try to avoid looking straight up, and more, keep your gaze straight forward and keep that chin in a nice alignment to keep your body straight. Instantly, when you find that adjustment, you're gonna find more of a challenge in your abs. Good. All right, last one. We're gonna go ahead, come back into our center plank position. Now I have hip dips, and we're gonna do one side first, take a break, and then go to the other. You can do this on your knees or your toes. I'm gonna go towards the back of the room first, so come with me. So we're gonna simply twist our body, and I'm dipping my hip towards the back of the room. Now, because this movement is a little bit more challenging, we're gonna hold it for 30 seconds and switch without taking a break between the two sides. Good, so twist towards the back of the room. Just a few more, and then here's your knee option, absolutely possible. And now without any hesitation, start dropping towards the front of the room. So we get 30 seconds on each side. Great work. And you really wanna think about a big range of motion, keep going, as you twist your body. However, I don't want you to feel any discomfort in your low back. So you wanna make sure you only go as far as your core can really support. Good, 10 more seconds. And then here's your knee option as always. Today's core challenge, we are gonna be flipping around quite a bit to make sure that you are getting all different angles. All right, go ahead and take your breather. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds between our blocks. So those are your 4 moves. Let's go ahead and do it all over again. Hi, Sharon, good to see you. You've been so consistent, Sharon. All of you guys, I love when you drop comments to let me know you're here, because then I know you're here. All right, you guys, on your back, we're starting in just less than about 5 seconds from here. Come up to double leg, and we're gonna go into those leg drops yet again. Okay, 45 seconds, so drop your leg. And now I wanna make one adjustment. If possible, can you bring your knees out a little further? That's gonna challenge you even more. So as a rule of thumb, whenever your legs, or any muscle group for a matter of fact that you're trying to target, when you're pushing the lever, which is your leg, a little bit longer away from the muscle you're working, it's gonna make it a little bit more challenging. So that's how you can make things harder. That's how you can make things, I shouldn't say easy, little bit less challenging. Good. So drop that leg. And then I want you to exhale as you come in. Really tighten up the abs. Awesome job, you guys. And take your break. Make sure you're even on both sides. And now let's go ahead and go right into those V-ups. So you got 15 seconds to transition. Try to go a little bit further this time if you can. Come all the way up. And now you're either coming to a bent knee or straight legs. And we got 45 seconds. You could even do a hybrid where you have arms overhead and bent knees. Good. You also don't have to go back quite as far. There's so many different ways that you can take different angles and options and degrees and make sure that you can adjust all those factors to work for your body. Not only in the workouts with me, but I hope that the more we work out together, the more you learn how to take options or create options for yourself, which allows you to do any single workout you ever want to do. You just modify it a little bit to match your body. All right, break, flip around. We got those hip dips. One more time. The second set's always the best because we've been here. You know what to expect. You can give me a little bit more. All right, elbows under your shoulders. Dip towards the back of the room first and begin. So drop it and stay to that single side. Now this is a little bit of a different addition. I know I have done hip drops with you before, but typically we always alternate. So this is giving it a little bit more focus on one side. Then we'll switch. Good, make sure that you are not tweaking or feeling anything in your low back. Core has got to keep you tight and supported the entire set. All right, without any pause, switch, now twist and drop towards the front of the room, please. And then let's think about our form, always. Tuck the chin. So as I stop and come up and look at you, it's so I can make sure that we are on time. It's so I can chat with you and not feel like I'm chatting to the floor. So you keep going. However, I want you to think about keeping that chin nice and tucked. Draw it in and up so you have that nice straight body. Time. All right, you guys, that is block 1. We're gonna take a little bit of a longer break here, so when that clock reads 10 minutes on the dot, we're gonna go into block number 2. Gives you a chance to shake it out. If you want to, grab a sip of water, and then also watch me, because I'm gonna preview our 4 new moves coming up in block number 2. So I mentioned with our leg circles, with our leg drops, we were gonna do double legs, and the cat's out of the bag now that I just said the word circle, because that's what we're gonna do. So your first exercise is a leg circle, and we're gonna go alternating directions, and the degree that you drop your legs is completely up to you. You can also have your hands a little bit lower to support your body. From there, we're gonna go into right leg obliques, or right side obliques. As I twist towards the front, I'm gonna drop my back leg. I'll cue more as we get there. Come in position, that clock runs fast. Leg circles, set number 1, here we go. Okay, test the water. Go easy your first set, especially if you've never done these, and then check it out. Just like with the leg drops, if you bend your knees, makes it a little bit easier. And then when you feel a little bit more comfortable, and you can take a wider base of support with those arms as well. The key is that you feel controlled. You feel safe, your low back is not stressed. That low back loves to help, but we don't want it to. We want the core to do all the work at this point. Good, keep going, team. You got 10 more seconds. Keep those abs really turned on the entire time, please. Last circle, and take a break. All right, in between sets, if you want to pop up and give me a little bit of a reverse plank shift side to side, then return to that supine position, knees up at 90. Now listen, you're gonna turn towards the front and your back leg is going to drop. Here we go. So we twist our body, come back to the center. Just like we did with our hip dips, stay on one side. We are gonna be here for 45 seconds with a little bit of a transition. These tend to be a little bit more manageable than planks. If you want, you can even take a little bit of a pause in between and lower the upper body. And that gives you a little bit more break time. 15 more seconds. Otherwise, you can stay lifted and drop that back leg. So twisting front, dropping the back leg. 5 more seconds. I told you we were gonna light up our core today. Okay, take a break. On this break, hi Samantha. Go ahead and flip and push up. And then quickly come back. This time, twist towards the back of the room, and I want you to drop your front leg. Let's go. Twist. So making sure that you switch sides. You'll know pretty quickly if you didn't. All right, up, twist, and that's your second option if you want a little bit more break time in between. Otherwise, man, you should feel, especially because we were already twisting this direction, you should feel your obliques on fire. You guys, I love to train obliques. I hope you feel the same. It really starts to feel like you're pulling in that core. You know we can't spot reduce, but we can tighten muscles, correct? That way, when your abs are made in the kitchen, you start to see the results of all your efforts. All right, go ahead and flip. We're gonna go into a low back extension, but I'm gonna add a little bit of a glute squeeze. So you're gonna come into a prone, lift up, and this is one of my favorite ways to really activate even more. Keep everything down, so we lift and then kick out to the side. Come with me. So lift, and the lift does not have to be big. If I can get anything across with this movement specifically, it's that you don't wanna hyperextend. You wanna keep everything in alignment. Lift, reach through your fingertips, lead with those heels, squeeze the glutes, come back, and then down. I see all the time a hyperextension thinking, because sometimes you think you're not getting off the ground and you really are. So not a huge lift, just enough to feel everything in that posterior chain activate and then kick out those heels to the side. Finish your last one, and let's take a 30-second break. All right, we're getting towards the end. We have one more set of each, and then we're gonna stretch out a little bit. Always stretch towards the end. And you know, if you have more time to stretch, there's always more options to do so. Okay, 15 seconds. Second set of leg circles. So come back into supine position. Getting ready. 45 seconds. Alternate your directions. And be really mindful of your core. Here we go, guys. Leg circle. And you can go super slow. Really, really think about drawing. So if you think about the face of a clock, you're going through each number with your feet, but the face of the clock can be anywhere in this range of motion. Your face of the clock could be lower, or you can keep it higher and bend those knees. It is all up to you. 15 more seconds, please. Or I should say, it's all up to your body and where you feel today getting into this movement for the first time if you've never done it. All right, your last one, done. Come into hands behind the head, pick those knees up, twist towards the front, drop the back leg. And we're gonna go 45 seconds, alternating the lift in between if you'd like, and let's go. So we twist, center, and down. I'm gonna start with kind of the reset. Good. Today's workout also, if you're like, I really feel this today, we're incorporating so much of our upper body and lower body moving that it's going to create a lot of work in our core, a lot of different angles as well, and a lot of single sides. 15 more seconds. Now the tempo, because we've been really focused on tempo so far in this entire month, the tempo is slow and controlled on all these movements. All right, take a breather. Go ahead and come up in between. Give yourself a little bit of a side-to-side shake. And then lower the body. Bring those knees back up. We're going to twist towards the back of the room. Drop our front leg. Are you ready? Yes, let's hit it. Lifting up. Twist. Now the key for this one too, to make it really successful, is to not move the hips. So as I drop my leg, my upper body's coming across, but my hips stay square. Those little angles, you guys, make the biggest difference in the effectiveness of a movement. So make sure if your hips are rocking too much, you're dropping your leg a little bit too low. 15 more seconds. So then you would easily be able to just take it to more of a bent leg drop. Again, this is completely individual, which is the way I like to train, because then you can make it your own. All right, finish the last one. Flip around. All right, guys, last set of double arm, double leg reach. We're gonna kick out to the side. Remember, no hyperextension. Feel your glutes, feel that posterior chain, tuck your chin. Big smile, last set, and begin. Lift up, kick out, in, down. Now I also want you to think rep over rep. Get longer, get taller. Reach through the fingertips, through your feet as you kick out to the side. Try not to bunch up together in the center. You want to be long and then expand out. Good job. And if you want to make it a little harder, you give me that extra little pause on top. Feel that squeeze. We're almost there, you guys. Last 3, 2, 1. Done. You made it. I just want you to go back into that child's pose the way we started. So tuck those hips under. Come back into your child's pose. And then alternate between the child's pose and come out into cobra. And this is a great stretch. Lower in slowly. Try not to hyperextend the back again. And then go between that one more time. Sink back. And back into cobra. We're going to hit some thoracic rotation that always feel amazing. So sink into this stretch by not flaring the rib cage. Going in and up. Straight forward. Great. Push back. All right, go ahead and slide one arm through. Here's your thoracic rotation. One we have done before. If you can, lift that top arm and switch. We're going to go each side. I would say that I do this personally at least 3 times a day. I'm a big advocate of getting up. If you sit a lot, get up from your desk. Throw some stretches into your life every 90 minutes. This one, my friend, is so good, and it should feel just amazing. It gives your body that life. All right, go ahead and come back up into that high plank. We're gonna finish with another one that I do all the time. So come back into that spider position that we started with, and I want you to just give me that nice slow sweep again. Look back. Good, reach back overhead. Reach long. One more time. Reach long, keep those hips level. Okay, switch sides. 2 sweeps, and you are done. Keep those hips nice and even. Look back. Reach forward. Oh, should feel so good. Look back. Reach forward. And you made it. Go ahead and slide on in. Amazing job today. I loved seeing all of you guys live. And if you did this on a replay, make sure you drop a hello down below. This is definitely a step up for our core work, and that is where we're going this year. So I hope you enjoyed it. Always take options as needed. And I will be back seeing you next week live Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Until then, don't be shy. Drop comments, say hello, because I am always here for you. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you next week.